Install. Okay, sound test. Let's see. Let's see. Can you say a few words? Ooh, okay, I shouldn't put the sound on YouTube at the same time. Okay, I think we can start.
Hello.
Oh, there's 3 people. Okay, if anyone listening can tell us whether or not you can hear. Oh, Ricardo, you're here. Ricardo, can you tell us if you can hear us properly? Like both Gillux and myself.
Hello, Ricardo.
I don't know how much delay there is between the stream and the... Okay, you can hear. Great. I have to add Gillux to the... Okay. So, hello everyone. Today is stream number 5 of Tatoeba, and we are going to try to deploy things on production. So yeah, basically we are going to look at what we call the pull requests. We're going to test them. Maybe we're going to first deploy them on the dev website. So this is this website where it's just a kind of a clone and a sandbox of Tatoeba where people can try out stuff. It's a bit low, okay. My voice is a bit low. I'm not sure if I can increase that. Let me check. Okay, maybe the... Okay, maybe it's because of the background noise that kind of covered my voice. Is it better now? Yeah, it's better now. Okay, so she looks... yeah, you'll have to remember to mute because unfortunately your microphone makes a lot of noise. So whenever you don't talk, you mute so that my voice is not too much covered. I don't know if if anybody is a sound expert and knows how we can improve the sound of people who have background noise, please help us. But otherwise, for today we're gonna just have to remember to have Gillux on mute whenever I speak. Okay, so again, today we are going to check the pull request of Tatoeba. So the pull request is whenever someone wants to submit changes to Tatoeba and either to fix a bug or to suggest a new feature or a small improvement. So we're going to check the pull requests, and we are going to deploy them, hopefully in production, but at the very least, deploy them on test so that other people can test with us. Like anybody who's watching right now, you could test with us, and at the same time, you will also see like how you could test even if things are not deployed anywhere. You can also test on your side as long as you have Tatoeba installed. So we're gonna switch to my screen. Up. Okay. So first of all, let's have a look at the pull requests. So we actually have a few. We should maybe do some cleanup at some point. Some of them might need some might need to be revived a little bit. All right. So I think even if it's maybe not the most fair way, but maybe we go from the earliest one and then to the oldest one. So first one is a fairly easy one, actually. So this is the one we did with Ricardo last week to add a new language to Tatoeba. So these are usually fairly straightforward. To be honest, I usually don't test them. I just look at the And we actually tested it locally with Ricardo as well, so I think there's not too much to worry about.
Yeah, and there is already the PHP syntax is already checked automatically. The size of the flag is also checked that it's not too big, and most of the things related to the not the code but the addition of the language itself has been checked already. So I guess pretty straightforward.
Right. So yeah, when it's a very simple pull request like this, usually we can just click the button. So I think I will go ahead. We can maybe deploy it right after, deploy it on the dev website for people to actually check over there. Yeah, I guess we can do that. So I'll merge. Let's go. So yeah, once this is merged, so this goes into the main branch of Tatoeba. So our main branch is called dev, and from here, so I'm going to connect first. Okay. So from here, I'm connecting to the dev Tatoeba. And then, so deploying on the dev is a bit different from deploying from the production, but yeah. So here we are in RV, tatoeba.org, www. Okay, let's check if there's anything. Oh yeah, so we have a bunch of files that have been modified because there's always automatically stuff from the UI translations that is being updated. So we are already on the dev, so we are just going to update this branch here to fetch the latest. So here we see we fetched the latest modification. Okay, I wasn't expecting this one here.
Maybe that's from your previous other comment. Oh yeah, there's another pull request that I merged the other day from Yoruba.
Okay, right through. I remember. Okay, so this will be deployed as well. Okay, so from here, this is yeah, we fetch the changes, and normally we just have to run some command to refresh the PHP cache. Right, and then we still need to add the language in the database. So as I don't know the text by heart, we have in our wiki here. So this is also something we went through with Ricardo in the previous stream. Where he did it locally, but now we're doing it on the dev website. So the language code was MIK, I think.
Yeah, I think MIK. Yeah.
And we don't have a list, so I'm just gonna put 0. Okay. And so from here, normally if we go to dev.tatoeba.org, so technically I think we can already see it in here. MIK, yeah, it's over here. Right, so Ricardo, feel free to, since you are here, feel free to test your own pull request on the dev. It's available. If you find any issue for some reason, let us know. So the search isn't going to work. Like, I guess if you try to add sentences and then you try to search, that's not going to work. But you can nonetheless try to add the language to your profile and create some sentences or translate some sentences into and set the language as Hichiti. Okay, so right. So one thing we do actually when we prepare when we merge stuff is that's something we haven't done for the previous thing that was merged, but we create a milestone. I would say we can just put it to today. Usually we don't like deploy on the same day that we that we merge, because yeah, just in case we can leave a few days to test, or just to, if something comes up to our mind that just doesn't work. But maybe today.
And also,
yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, is the delay between merging and deploying is also useful to let translators time to translate the UI. If the pull request brings some new strings, some new text content, that should appear in Tatoeba and also in other language if you switch the Tatoeba UI in different languages.
Yeah, right.
So when we are doing things like properly, we let some time for the translators to put the translation before they got released on the production. But now we're not so it's all right.
Yeah, yeah. It's one language name, so I mean it's not text that, let's say, needs to be. It's not like critical text that a lot of people need to understand. So I think, yeah, we can go ahead and deploy. And to be honest, we can deploy at any time after that. So if the new strings gets translated very quickly in many languages, like by tomorrow, then we can also like deploy tomorrow to have the latest translations. That wouldn't be a problem. Okay, so yeah, so we create a milestone with the date for when we're going to deploy things. So in general, if you're wondering, okay, when is there going to be the next Tatoeba updates, you can go to the GitHub repository, and then so you can find the milestones either from clicking on the issues or from the pull request. So there's these milestones up here, and then you will see with the date when is the next one, and you can browse all the previous milestones, what has been deployed before, from if you look at the closed one and not the open ones. Okay, so let's add these two pull requests that have been merged recently. I mean, this one not that recently, but we're adding them to the milestone. And okay, I'm also adding this one here. Okay, so that one was a fairly easy one. Now the next one, so is that one ready actually, gillux?
Almost. It's not.
Okay.
We're not going to deploy it today,
right.
But I set it as ready, like not dropped anymore, because I guess like it's almost you could already like try out on your local instance of Tatoeba and see and already like review the code and comment and all that.
Okay. I mean, okay, then let's go through it. So this is maybe something that is awaited by a lot of people. I mean, at least this is a topic that comes regularly, where people have been asking to be able to record several audio for a sentence. So right now, Tatoeba is limited to just one audio. Yeah, which is a bit limited. And like, yeah, so this is especially useful. I mean, not just, but some examples of why this is useful is because, for instance, if you want to have with different accents, so for English, for instance, you may want to have like the American English and the British English, like you can hear several accents.
As far as I remember, I think it's also useful in Hebrew. Even if I don't know anything about Hebrew, I had a comment from Alan that says, like, there are different ways to read the sentences in Hebrew, depending on whether the speaker is male or female or something like that. So that could be useful for languages that there are actually different ways you can read the same text. So I've been working on that in the past few weeks, and basically now it's almost completed. So we can test it already.
Okay, so then I will show how I would test it. Okay, so we're gonna exit from here. First thing, we're going to start Tatoeba. So I haven't started Tatoeba yet. So basically, in my case, when I start Tatoeba, I'm going to the source code of Tatoeba, which is here. I'm launching my terminal, my git bash. And if everything's all right, just the vagrant up should be enough to start Tatoeba. So that's the first.
I left some instructions on the pull request message about how to test, and I think the first thing you want to do is to download some existing audio so that you have some audios in your local instance of Tatoeba.
Okay. Okay, so then I need to have them in audio imports. It's in webroot. Okay. Webroot is not here. Here. Okay, so I need the folder. Oh, the folder is also matched with my configuration. No, I have to check maybe what's my configuration first.
Yeah, if you have a recent enough Tato VM, then you should, or maybe because it's still starting up, but you should have this directory.
Okay. I mean, maybe
audio import.
Maybe I disabled something.
App local.
Yeah, config local import. Okay, import path audio import. Okay. I think in my case maybe it didn't get created. Not sure. It should be. It should be in files. Sorry.
Files.
Okay. Oh no. Okay, it's there.
Right.
Okay. So this is finished. Yeah. I don't think I have anything. Oops. Status. Yeah, this was stuff I was trying with Polgar in one of the streams, and this is the announcements, which we can all remove. So I'm starting from fresh. Yeah, getting some audio now. Okay, so we should get at least 2, I suppose. And what? Okay, this is just to import them, right? We put them in the
exactly
folder so that then we can import them.
Yeah, so the sound's not going to match whatever you have as sentence number 1, but you'll have an audio at least.
Okay. So yeah, let's just. Oh, I don't have wget from here. Okay, we'll just do it manually then. Tatoeba.org. Yeah, maybe that was a bad idea to go to this page. It's not the fastest page. Okay. Tatoeba, webroot, files, audio import.
By the way, I think you can run the wget command from inside the VM as opposed to git bash.
Yeah, indeed. Let's have a try. So we connect to the VM, vagrant SSH. Wait, so Ricardo actually has a question, I think. Oh no, he was testing, and he got. Okay, I guess the search in general maybe doesn't work. Maybe there's something broken with the search in the dev website.
Yeah, there are some extra commands you need to run in order to enable search for that new language, but we can do this another time.
Yeah. So just to reassure you, the fact that it doesn't work in the dev website doesn't mean that it's broken on the production website. Production website should be fine. So, okay, so we're in the VM, and so I have to go to Tatoeba. Wait, or is the command already putting it? Okay, I have to be.
Yeah, just Tatoeba is fine.
Okay. Yeah, it works. Perfect. So we could do the same. Yeah, okay. So I would need to put some other. Well, okay, we have 3 of them.
You want to rename them because the file name should match the number, the sentence number on your database.
Okay.
So you could put twice the same with a dash and whatever after. Like, for example, 2-1 or 2-alt.
Okay.
Should, not the underscore, I mean the dash.
Dash, okay, sorry. Dash, okay, I'm gonna call it A, and we're gonna...
Yeah.
We're gonna get a last one. So I need an actual... Okay, we can download several times the same audio, it doesn't matter, right? Although it maybe just to make sure, I mean, so that's we have so to B. Okay, so first sentence has only 1 audio, and the second one has 3. I guess we can go with that. Oops. Okay, is there anything else to prepare?
Yeah, then you, as it says in the comment, you should log in as admin to perform the import.
Okay.
So that the audio files can be played when you click this play sound icon.
But I should import them while being on this branch. Or does it matter if I'm on this branch?
No, actually, well, you could do both, but either way is fine. It's just that there is a migration step that's going to rename the files as well. So if you import them before, then we can test this migration step as well.
Okay, so I guess, but if I import them before and they have this dash A dash B, is it going to fail?
Oh, you're correct. It's not going to work.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can import them before, but only one per file, only one per sentence.
Okay. Okay. So I think I think I would just switch for at least for this. We can do another test if really needed. We can do another test where we import before and then we try out. Although once it's migrated, we'll see afterwards. Okay. So to check. Command line instruction. So for me, usually when I want to check a pull request, I just expand these instructions here, and I'll just copy this and execute that. So my git bash over here. Up. Oh, didn't copy. Okay. So now I have this, and then I have to run. Do I have to run this, or this is?
Yes.
All right. Oh, check microphone. Okay, I should run that from the VM itself.
From inside the VM, yes.
Up, so okay, so first one says no audio detected.
I think that's normal, yeah, because you have no audio.
Yeah, we didn't. Okay. And then cannot remove because there's no such directory. Okay, but that's because this is just removing something in the cache.
Yeah. I think you can ignore that as well.
Yeah. Okay. So now that is we've run everything. So next is we try to import the audio that we have waiting. So yeah, here we have to be admin because only admins can import audio. What was the audio?
It's audio / imports.
With the S audios or?
Without S.
Okay. Alright, so here we see okay, some of them says invalid.
Yeah. No, that's unexpected. But well, we can go on with 1 and 2.
Alright, then yeah, we don't need to necessarily put oh no, we do. You do. Okay.
You do need to.
Okay, then contributor is going to be the author. Now we have the audio imported. Actually, do I even have sentences here? Yeah, I do. Okay. So these sentences have audio.
トムの住所知ってる?
Oh, it's Japanese.
He's full of ambition.
Okay. Actually, do you hear my screen on your side, Gillux, if I play? I guess not.
Yes, just the volume is very low.
Ah, okay. Okay, so... Okay, now we only have one audio.
Yeah, only one audio. So I think you can import some new ones by renaming them without the dash.
Okay. So... Then I can call them 1 and 2 again. Go back to import. Okay. Let's see here with the advanced contributor. Okay. Alright, so they appear now, the sentence appears twice and they have each. Here is not updated. Oh no, okay, number of sentences with audio. So yeah, it's 2 sentences, but some of them have several audio. Okay.
She's a doctor. She's a doctor.
If you look at the sentence page, with the new design, you can have all the audios. With the old design, it's still the audio buttons is only going to play the first one. Still have to work on that.
Okay. I mean, I think I think I would rather work on finalizing the transition of the new design, but let's see. Okay, so Oh. Okay, so how did you say that's?
Well, it works pretty much the same way. Just that when you click on the button, it
トムの住所
cycles
知って
through
る
the different audios.
Okay, I see. So here it played the first one by a contributor, and now this one says audio recorded by advanced contributor.
Exactly.
She's ashamed to speak
And
up.
you have this new panel on the right bottom
Ah,
that gives
okay.
some more details about each audio, and admins can also enable or disable or change the author of each individual audio.
Okay, so I'm just going to check the sentence from a visitor point of view. Okay, cool.
And from that panel, you can also click, and each icon is going to play that particular audio.
Nice.
So you're sure which
トムの
one
住所知
is
ってる
talking about.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm playing the sound at the same time as you speak, so I think some of the things you say gets cut off. But okay, so yeah, we can.
トムの住所知ってる
Okay, we can play the audio of the main sentence directly from here. Cool. Okay, so so like this, technically, even if it's like you say you haven't completed it yet, this is still something we can deploy on the dev website. And I mean, this is usually what we do when there's like big features. We will deploy them on the dev website, and we will tell people, can you please test and give us feedback, and then we adjust based on that. So Ricardo is writing, wouldn't it be better to have two icons, one for each audio file? Okay, if we had two icons, it would probably clutter a little. I mean, at this level, if we had two icons, it would be very difficult. I mean, it would get very crowded. Like, we're already lacking space, and here I'm having the view as a desktop user, but like when you are like a mobile user, this space here gets even shorter. So
Basically, since with this feature you can have an unlimited number of audio, like we're seeing just two once, but could be possibly like 5 or 10. Even that won't happen, I think, in practice. But yeah, I went for the simplest interface. So we can, if you have new ideas about how to let people play audio differently, then I'm all ears. But yeah, for now, let's stick with something simple.
yeah, I mean, the only other idea I would say would be like to actually show a menu, and then the person can select between the two audio. So clicking will not directly play the audio, but it will play the audio only after you select which audio you want to play, basically. So that would be the only only other possibility I see. Okay, but that's cool. I guess if we deploy this on the dev.
I wonder if we can do that because, as far as I remember, there are no audio files on the dev website. There are only links to the production website. Like, it doesn't have its own audio space.
Right.
So it won't be able to rename the files, and so it's gonna be tricky to test.
Unless, well, yeah. Otherwise, we have to basically change the configuration.
Exactly.
To be similar to local. Okay, then maybe we skip that for now. But at least I've shown for anybody who has Tatoeba installed and want to test this feature to help us test, then you can basically follow the same steps as me. Okay, but so yeah, this one we're not going to be merging today. Next one. To speed up the expand collapse buttons in the new design. So
Yeah, that's also something I don't think we can merge today because I've got some feedback from Yorba and he suggested some other change. So still work in progress.
Okay. Okay. So maybe here it's a good occasion to explain that so pull requests, they are visible to everybody, and so if anyone has some knowledge, or actually even if you don't have knowledge, technically you can just do what I do, which is to install Tatoeba locally and then like download the code for the pull requests and then test it locally. And if you see anything that doesn't work or something that looks strange or yeah, any feedback, you are free to go to the pull request itself and you can add a comment on the pull request, and then the person who made the pull request can see what they can do about it. All right, so next one, set default audio to CC BY, so that is related to etiquette where we have a bit of inconsistency with our terms and conditions. So this one in itself,
it's really simple, and so I think we can merge this today.
Yeah, there's just basically, so as we can see here, it's just one line of code. So right now I have ran the migration script for the previous, for the multiple audio. How would I go back to the...
That's a good question.
Do we have something to revert?
Yeah, I think if you can run. Yeah, I think you can run the reverse. Even if you don't run the reverse migration script, it's not gonna hurt because the migration script just add a new field, and it's not just gonna ignore the new field, but then the audio files that you played are not gonna work anymore because they changed. They went to a different place, so your current audio is going to be broken, but other than that, it should not create any problem.
Okay, so basically, but so if so let's go step by step. I, for instance, will check out this branch. It's been stuck right now for some reason. Okay. That's just a bit slow. So I have this branch, so if I import new audio from here, it's going to, like the audio I import from here will work, right? If I would try to...
Yeah, you can re-import new audios without problem.
Okay, then I'll link them to sentence 3, I guess.
But for that particular pull request, you don't need to import new audios because it's about the audio license, which is defined at the user level.
Okay. So I just have to go check. Yeah. Okay, I see. Indeed. So localhost. Then we can check over here.
Yeah, you want to go to the where is it again? You go to the contributor profile, and then from there you check the audios contributed by contributor, and on that page you can see, well, since you're admin you cannot because it's not your own profile, but there should be a form where you can select your the audio license you want to use for your own contributed audios.
Oh, so I should register as a new user, and the default when I register
Exactly.
should be okay. Got it. So I register. So I'm gonna be trained. Oh, it's already used. Okay. Okay, so I registered. Then I can go to my audio. I have not contributed, but the license here is selected on CC BY. Okay.
So before there was no license for offset use, and now it defaults to CC BY.
Okay, and so just to test how it was actually before, so we can go back. So here we are on this branch with the default audio, so we can switch back to the dev so this has not been merged yet, so in the dev branch this change doesn't exist. Okay, we merged a few things earlier, so I'll get those. But yeah, so the default audio license doesn't exist, meaning that from here, if I would try to register, oh. And I go to audio. Right, so here the selection is not CC BY. So okay, so this is the behavior currently, and we see that with your pull request that works. So we have tested it, it works fine. So we can merge. Okay, and so this I guess I will deploy as well on the dev websites. Okay, so basically pulling the new changes. Okay, so that should also now be deployed on the dev website. So if you want to test, you can go there, create a new account, and then see what is the default license that is selected. And it should be the CC BY license and not the how is it called? Not the no license for offsite use. Okay, so adding it to the milestone. Next one. Use the same random sentence header for guests and members. So yeah, technically, yeah. I think there was a question about why on the homepage for guests there is no possibility to reload a new sentence, and to be honest, I don't think there was a reason for it, aside that nobody really cared to include the random sentence reload feature on the homepage for guests. So this one has a little bit more changes. But yeah, maybe before we look into the code, we can just start by testing it concretely. So same thing here, we're going to copy this. Okay. Okay. So from here, what I would expect is if I log out and go to the home page, maybe I need to refresh some cache as well. Or
Yeah, he mentioned something about the cache and the pull request.
right, okay. Okay. Okay, so he fixed something else. Okay. So for that, yeah, I don't know if we have to manually delete stuff in the cache. He said he tried to clear all with the cache command. I mean, do you know where that would come from, gillux?
Not really, because it surprised me because the random sentence header is not supposed to be a static part of the website. Because it changes in every. But then, yeah, if anything, it should be over somewhere in this files.
Yeah, I'm just going to delete anything that I see in the cache. And then we're going to refresh afterwards. Okay. Up. Still not. The PHP cache then maybe? Did I already? Okay. I mean, otherwise the last resort is to just. Oh. How would I reload the PHP FPM? It's not .3, it's maybe something else.
I think you need to sudo.
Okay. No, not that. Yeah, something is getting cached somewhere, but I have no idea where either.
Yeah, it's pretty strange.
So what files did he change? Random sentence header, yeah. Then maybe it's in the JavaScript files. In the assets, maybe. Maybe that's that would be strange, but or let's focus. Yeah, no, there's no JavaScript files involved. Are you checking on your side too, Felix?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Okay, then let's see why this thing doesn't. Okay, but as at least as a not debug. Where is it to disable all cache? Do we have something here, or we have to add it ourselves? Cache, okay. Okay, I'm not sure how to completely disable cache, but I'll try this. Okay. Either, okay. Okay, that does nothing either. Yeah, maybe. Do I even have the correct changes in the first place? No. Okay, so that explains why. I think I didn't, for some reasons. I don't have the commits here. Okay, I think that might be better from here.
I think so too.
Okay, let's see. Right.
Looks better.
Yeah. So all languages. Okay. I don't think I have anything in English. How many sentences? Okay, I only have 3 sentences. Okay. And this is Satali, I think. Santali. Yeah, okay. I don't have so many sentences that random will be significant, but okay, so it appears, yeah, it works as far as the small tests go.
Do you know what happens when you select a language that has no sentence?
I think it just does on everything. I mean, so if I would take French, okay, or it doesn't.
It just doesn't show anything new.
Yeah,
It leaves the old sentence. Okay.
It seems. Yeah, in the okay, so this is maybe a bit small to see. I don't know, but yeah, it returns the call random returns a 500, and so it doesn't refresh.
I see.
It doesn't refresh the. Okay, I guess the only thing here is for me the border here seems a little bit big, but I don't know if it's again because the CSS here didn't. Yeah, I would have to, maybe there was changes in the layout and I would have to regenerate. Not in the elements, okay. So, yeah, in the index here, but I think this one here might be the one that's... So I don't remember the command to regenerate the assets.
Well, normally you shouldn't have to regenerate anything as long as you're running in debug mode, like a non-prod mode. It should.
Okay, it should be okay.
It should take into account the new CSS already.
Okay, actually, yeah.
Maybe your brother is using the old cache, so maybe we can like reload the page with Control F5 or something like that. No, it doesn't change. Or you try to open it in a private browsing window.
Yeah, but I'm just checking. Oh, okay. Wait. Delete.
It works. Ah, okay.
It's okay.
It's not applying on the large screen.
Yeah. Okay, so there's that small thing that could be fixed. Okay. So then something in the way it's defined here for some reason makes it bigger.
Yeah, I guess this is something we will have to look at at a different time.
Yeah. But yeah, I will report. So when we see these kind of things, we can report. I also wanted to have next to each other. Okay. Yeah, the bar is not exactly the same, but there's a bit more space in general here. So yeah, there's the whole thing works, of course. Just maybe just a small adjustments to do, so that it looks consistent with the bar for the authenticated user. But yeah, so this one we won't merge today. The next one, and probably the last one we'll check for today, is so this one actually we should not bring too much difference. This is just about replacing the SVG for the flags with not this fake SVG that are based on PNG, but with actual SVGs. So let's have a look. At what it looks like. I have too many windows open. Okay, and here I suppose I should also no, I don't need to regenerate for the, like, there is this one file that contains
Yeah,
all the flags.
this one I don't remember. Let's see.
Alright.
Because I remember there was a problem with that.
Yeah. I mean, actually, I do know that on the tests, if like you go to the search bar, not this one, but the one over here, like I do remember that these here don't appear, and also for the profile. So
yeah,
I'm not.
I'm not entirely sure, but I think there was a problem with that. And so the problem is that when you're on your own instance of Tatoeba, even though you're using the not using the debug false setting, then you still need to generate this file because it's not gonna work otherwise.
Okay.
Because of the way we generate assets, there is a limitation somewhere.
Right. And to generate this file is part of the assets, like it's the same command as regenerating all the assets?
Yes.
Or? Okay.
Yes, it is.
Can you remind me? I mean, do you know? I guess
I don't remember it. It's on the wiki.
Okay, perfect. Wait, is it in the deployment or is it?
It should be, yes.
Because I don't know if I remember. Because
oh, you're correct. It's not. It's inside that script.
Update assets if needed. Actually, here it's this one, right? Is it the assets in place? Okay. So it is in the wiki. Good. Okay, I have to SSH back. Not Tatoeba first. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, now it works. Okay. The next part is to check if things looks alright. So yeah, we can actually feel the difference between the SVGs one and the and the fake ones. Like it's pretty clear cut. I mean, I don't know how well people can see through YouTube, but yeah, here I can clearly see the difference. Right, so I think for this one, probably we will not deploy it today because I would still like Sabre 2. I'm not sure if I pronounced it correctly, but the person who's basically in charge of the language icons, I would just like him to confirm, like I'll deploy it on the dev, but I would like him to confirm that things look fine. But we can still have a look at here all the languages. And so there were 25 or something. How many changes? No, 35. Yeah, we could have a look at some of them. So ARQ. Yeah, this looks okay. Yeah, okay, so for instance, this one here, there's the font style here is maybe not the one that we may want to use. So yeah, there's small things like this where I think we should still double check. So this one I think would be fine, quite straightforward.
Yeah, it's a lot of work to review all those flags.
Yeah. So yeah, okay, but I'm not going to go through them, but I was just checking a few of them to see what kind of little details we might want to adjust. But yeah, I think this one we shouldn't merge yet. In itself, it's not super urgent either. So for the rest, so just for the remaining ones, this one is a discussion that I think didn't really there's no real conclusion. I mean, the conclusion is like there's two possibilities. I guess we're not going to check that today. This one is updating the README. It's been a while actually. I'm not sure I remember completely. This one I might actually discard and just because there were other changes we wanted to add for the review. But you wanted to say something, Gillux?
Yeah, there's this change about adding a screenshot. Can we have a look at the screenshot?
Yeah. Is there a way I can view?
Yeah, like that.
So the screenshot.
So it adds that screenshot. So I wonder if that's relevant. I mean, it definitely can help beginners to reassure them that they are at the right step. However, I'm not sure this should belongs to the README file. Like maybe you can put a link to one of the streams that we did, because they would be a better support for the documentation.
Guide, yeah, that was my thought as well. Although what I would like to do, but I need to find the time, is actually to try to edit the video and kind of compress it into something that is not like 1 hour and a half long. And then put a link to that. But yeah, use whatever we did during the streams, like not just any streams that like maybe pick up things here and there, and like have a I don't know 5-minute video or 10. I don't know how long that could be, but to just show more like visually what it looks like to install Tatoeba.
That definitely could be a great addition to our documentation.
Okay, so yeah, this one we will not merge, but yeah, we will close it probably. And then this one, these other ones are from pretty long ago. So as we can see, actually from here it's already like from May. One of the issues that we have here is that sometimes we don't really have time to check the merge request, and I think this one is not going to progress much more. I mean, I'm not sure if GitHub Shrek will want to revive this zombie pull request here.
Yeah, maybe we can just left a message to say like, can we close this?
Yeah.
Or just to be polite.
Yes, of course. And then there was yours and mine that is like from even longer ago. So
yeah, that's still a work in progress.
So this one I might delete it and start it from scratch. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to. I think I'll use one of the next, not the next streams, but one of the streams in the coming few months to actually do progress on these ones, because I would really like this sub project to be finished, and that we don't carry like forever double UIs for the sentences. It would be nice to have one unified UIs, which will be a lot simpler to maintain and to design new things on top of. Okay, so we have our milestone, we have merged all the stuff. Yeah, this one, I'm not sure why it didn't close, but this one we merged. And so we can proceed to deploying. So as a reminder, we have a new language. We have a small change where new people who register will have their audio license by default on CC BY. And we have the things to optimize. So this actually I didn't get to test. And I think to test we need to find a sentence that has like hundreds of transitions, yes. Right? Okay. But we can deploy it, and we can actually test on production right now. So I'm not sure. Was there an example of sentence in here? No, there isn't. Right? Probably sentence 1 has a lot. Let's see. Okay, so for instance, this one. But that was when you try to link, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was about the link toggle button.
Okay, I don't know if I wanna if I want to to attempt a link on such a big sentence, and like it's certainly not a random link. Okay, then I guess we'll have to. Yeah, we can resort to the dev. Probably the dev also has. Yeah, the only thing is like we cannot really compare, but we can see how long it takes. Okay, just expanding actually takes a bit of time already, and so if we link, okay, this was just a second, I think, of linking.
Wasn't it about expanding the menu so that the linking button appears?
Okay. Measuring the time it took between clicking on show more and actually.
Oh yeah.
Okay. No, okay.
Just so to show more. Yeah.
Okay, so then we have our. Yeah. So I'll click and let's see how long it takes. All right, I counted like approximately 5 seconds, I would say, to at least on my computer, because I guess it will depend on people's computer. If you have a very, very old one, then yeah, it might take a lot longer. So what Yoba reported was like
it says it was 8 seconds.
Yeah, okay. 8 seconds on his machine.
And then linking. Yeah, he also, you're right, does linking much faster. Yeah, I think This pull request will not change the time it takes to open the expand when you click on the show more translations, but it should improve when you click on the link, according from what I understand, what Yovo says.
Do you want me to do something?
No, I'm not sure because this it's more like an open question, because what we tested right now, we could see that linking was not that long. However, he says that linking one of the indirect translation took about 14 seconds before and 4 seconds afterwards. So,
Yeah.
oh, but wait, it's already deployed.
It's already deployed. That's why that's why it's very fast.
Okay,
So,
now I understand.
So for me, it took. So I don't want to try it on production because I kind of don't want to mess up things. But on the dev, now linking. I mean, for me at least, it took just like 1 second to link. I can try again with something else. I mean, with another. Okay, this is a link. So, yeah, 1 second, even less than a second. So yeah. Okay. So, time to deploy on production, I guess. Okay, so deployment on production. We're gonna follow the wiki deployment. Yeah, let's close some windows here. All right. Okay, actually it starts locally. Yeah, we need to update. Yeah, translations have not been updated for a pretty long time. Yeah, actually, background SSH. Do this from the VM. So first one is to update the translation. Should be on dev. Okay. So here we're downloading the latest translations from Transifex. Transifex being the platform where we have the strings of the UI translated. Since we haven't deployed for several months now, I think. Yeah, there might be a lot of strings waiting to be online. Okay. So just checking. Yeah, there's some files here, so we are going to commit. Yeah, I'll commit from outside the VM because I don't think I set up my user inside. So here just checking if there's anything weird in the translations. So I don't see actually all the text because
you're missing some of the fonts.
yeah. But I mean, the main point is just to check that there's not somebody trying to add some weird scripts or something like that inside our translations. Okay, I didn't notice anything unusual. So. Oh yeah, I have to authenticate. Okay, next step is to merge the dev into master. I never tried to check, but is it necessary to have it in 2 times, like to push alone first and then to push with tags, or this?
I don't. From my own experiment, it turns out it is necessary. Maybe there is a better way to do that, but I don't know.
Okay, we'll search another time. So. Okay, now just a quick quick check to see if the branch, so okay, branch had recent pushes. Can we check what's in there? So the translations from Transifex, the audio license, the new language, and the optimization for the linking for the translations. So everything's there. Next step, so we're in the server over here. Yeah, it should be on master already. We're pulling. Now we're going to create the folder with the new code. And this SHA here. And then we have to take care as well of the language. Yeah, it's over here. So we have to add MIK. And the list, so just making sure. So here what we're doing basically, when we run this, we add the language in the database and all the sentences in here will be the language will be set to be the new language. So list number is this one.
Do you know why it always takes so much time to run that command?
I didn't catch the first part of this.
Do you know why it runs? This command always takes a pretty long time to run. Do you know why?
No, I'm not sure. I mean, the only thing that could take a lot of time, I would suppose, is to update the language. Although, I mean, we don't have so many, so I'm not sure. It seems to be taking longer and longer.
Yes.
As we add more languages. So I haven't looked into why. I did notice it's taking longer. I didn't re-investigate why it takes longer.
Yeah, me neither. We'll have to look at it at some point when it becomes really annoying.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like for this one it takes 1 minute, so maybe I'll create a ticket about that. Okay, I'll just copy this line, but I'll create a ticket and provide that the last time we ran it took 55 seconds. We can see the next time how long it takes. But yeah, it seems to increase over time as we add more languages. So language is added. Right, I wanted to refresh this to check that we have the correct, so it's here. And then we have to make the language searchable. Where was the, okay. So IDX MIK. Okay. Yeah, does it look fine to you?
Yeah, this last command just execute the search just like you would do it on Tatoeba itself and present you with the results as sentence numbers.
Technically, we can also. The flag didn't appear.
Oh.
Do we have to run manually the? Okay, the search.
No, I mean it was part of the script that creates the folder. So I'm not sure.
Maybe the cache from my browser or something. Let's see if in incognito mode it changes, but yeah, maybe we have to actually run. Maybe it's running at the wrong time, And this is a weird. This is displaying a bit weird.
Yeah, very weird.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably the cache. Like I'm in
It was the
incubation mode
cache.
and it's displaying properly. Okay. So yeah, that's it. We deployed on production, and now the new language is available. So I'm not sure if Ricardo is still with us, but yeah, Ricardo, you can tell the user who requested the language that it's now online. And I think that concludes for today our stream. So to wrap up a little bit, let me switch back to this view here. Up. Okay. So yeah. So today, what we did is we checked the pull requests. We tested some of them. We deployed on the dev website and tested a bit over there, and we managed to deploy a few of them on the production. So that gives you an idea of how we deploy things. I hope this was insightful, and yeah, as you can see, it's not that complicated. I mean, at least for people who are more familiar with programming, it's not that complicated to get things deployed on Tatoeba. It's fairly fast. So yeah, go ahead, Gillux.
Yeah, I mean, you just said it's not complicated, but I think the whole GitHub branch thing is quite complex. Could be quite complex for beginners. That we have like this dev branch, the master branch, and then all sorts of branches whenever somebody creates a pull request. So
yeah,
I hope that wasn't too much confusing for our viewers.
That's the part where you kind of need to have some training in Git prior of it. So once you understand Git, everything is like I think at least you can get things done pretty quickly. I mean, GitHub itself gives you the instructions about how to test a branch. So I think that part there's not too much of a, let's say, learning curve.
That's true.
So if you wanted to just test on yourself and help us, actually, it's really helpful for us if people proactively, just would check the branches and then test locally on their side without necessarily waiting for us to deploy anything on the dev and ask, hey guys, can you please test? Like if people can on their own just go and check what pull requests are there and then test the ones that they find interesting and then report any problems they run into, that can actually help a lot.
I think so too.
So I hope I hope I can manage. Maybe I'll try to do a little bit more video editing and to extract, because 1 hour and a half streams, obviously, I know that not a lot of people might be able to follow the whole things, but I hope that from all these streams that we've done, I'll try to spend. I'm not a video editing person. I never tried, but I'll try to spend some time to maybe capture the main information and make shorter videos to convey.
Yeah. I'm not into video editing as well, but why don't we ask on the wall in our community? Maybe there are some people who might. There could be something somewhat easy for them to do. If it is, they could contribute in a different way to Tatoeba.
Yeah, there is definitely lots of ways to contribute to Tatoeba. I wanted to actually get a stream to talk about that one day. I mean, not now, but for now, I wanted mostly to kind of capture what goes on behind the scenes, and then to have some, let's say, some content that from which I could extract more, something that is easier to consume for the average viewer, I would say. And yeah. Anyway, thanks, Gillux, for joining me today, for merging this stuff.
You're welcome.
Maybe something I could have said at the beginning is that, so you are one of the core developers of Tatoeba. So basically you and me at the moment are the only people who can deploy new stuff on the website. So we are the only people who can accept the pull request, who can merge them into the main Tatoeba code. And we are, well, we're not the only person, but we are the main people who will be deploying on production. So there's just the two of us. But I really hope that over time we can. I mean, it always goes in waves. But I hope that over time we can build a little bit of a bigger team, that not everything relies only on us, because if the both of us have other things to do, then it happens what kind of happens in the past few months, where we haven't really deployed anything on the production website. So there was really nothing new for, I can't remember actually. Well, we can have the answer by looking at the milestone. So let me have a look quickly. The last deployment before today was on October 17. Oh wait, no, October 2023. Sorry, October 23. So yeah, that's almost 2 months ago. So hopefully we can slowly build a team for Tatoeba that where more people can share the burden. But the start is to try to spread the knowledge, which is what we're trying to do here with the streams. So yeah, thanks again, Gillux. I think that's it for today. I hope that was educational for anybody who's watching, and see you next time.
Goodbye.